What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a deep dive video look into the brand new season 2 patch that just dropped for EA Sports PGA Tour. As you can see right off the bat on the start menu, we have it's changed away from the Masters green. It's changed away, and we are now here on the PGA Championship week, and you can see the beautiful Rodman Wanamaker trophy right there, all kind of highlighted for the new Oak Hill tournament, the course that the tournament's going to be held at this week. And there's a lot of really cool things to dive in. So this video is going to be a full 18-hole round at the brand new course they added in, as well as looking through some of the things they've added into the game, because there's a lot of really exciting things. So as you can see, like the Wanamaker trophy there, everything's just branded PGA Championship, which is definitely a far cry from the green that we've been accustomed to for almost two months now. And there you have it. There's a brand new look at the menu screen. So pretty nice, pretty different. It's a very much warranted change. I think there's a lot of really good things that came out of this patch, so I'm pretty excited to dive in. But before we get into our round, I just want to show you guys something that they didn't really highlight in the patch notes that gets me very, very excited. We are going to switch over to the store tab, and ladies and gentlemen, check this out. They have a whole whack of new updates to their store, and I mean a whole bunch. We have probably, once we go through this, there's probably a good 100+ new items in the store, which is something that, well, it's just cosmetic, and well, it's just, you know, kind of that added thing. It really adds to the element of you have a bunch of different outfits, you have a bunch of different equipment, things like that. But the first thing you're landed on is actually 3 brand new swing styles. So the first one is this little hinge look. So you can see it right here. You kind of push your arms a little bit forward and you hinge rather than, you know, do a full back turn. So that's a cool new swing there, and we're probably going to be checking these out. I'll probably look to pick them up. As you see, a delay swing, so at the top you get that little delay before you follow through, and then you get the traditional. This is more of a classic swing type, similar to the other classic one they have, the more out to in swing type. So 3 new brand new, so that's 6 total now. So if you guys were kind of feeling that, you know, maybe it looked a little too robotic or there wasn't a lot of customization, there you go, 3 brand new ones. So we're going to be looking to check those out. They also added a whole bunch of new, you know, ball trails. If you're playing with that on, obviously I don't play with that, so those don't interest me a lot, but they've added a lot of different options. It might be fun for online play if that ever kicks off. And then we get into the new outfits. So this is on the featured page. This isn't even on the clothing section yet. This is just the featured page. There's 12 pages of feature things compared to 2 previously. So we have all the Air Jordan shoes. So if you're a fan of playing the Air Jordans, you can play those. We have all the low cut ones as well, which, you know, are becoming super popular out on the golf course. If you watch the good guys, you see that Garrett is rocking some of these low cut Air Jordans. So some nice options there for you fans who like those. For me, if you've remembered, I am sponsored by Under Armour in our career in this, so I've kind of gone ahead and purchased some of the Under Armour stuff. So I've already had the Seth Curry and the Spieth stuff. So did I say Seth Curry? Steph Curry. Wow, my brain is not firing today. It's early morning, the patch just came out, leave me alone. But Steph Curry shoes and Jordan Spieth outfit or shoes there. So I'm not going to purchase all of those, but we have some new, you know, irons, some Mura, nice looking stuff. Oops, skip too far. Then you get back into the traditional look of the feature, but they have added some new stuff in here too. You know, you got some TaylorMade, some new irons from the Tiger Woods line, which is really nice. You got some new shafts, so if you wanted some new shaft customization, I'll probably look to pick up all the shafts. So we have, you know, a whole bunch of different looks. There's some new putter heads, golf bag. I just purchased the Super Stroke, you know, grip for the putter, all the different looks. So they have the traditional color there, you know, the black and the white, the American colors, things like that. So some really cool new items coming through. We already have the Golf Pride, but some new golf bags. So if you like the Bad Birdie stuff, there's also the blue TaylorMade bag. Some new head covers, which I think is something that we were missing for a while. I don't like this, you know, weird shape they have for the driver and the 3-wood, but at least they have some customization now for you. So it's not just the ones you can unlock. You can actually purchase ones you like. And then doesn't seem to be a whole heck of a lot for specs. But going over to clothing, this is where things will really shine. They still only have the same few sponsors. It's like Adidas, Bad Birdie, Under Armour, and a handful of others. But what they've done is they've gone ahead and added a whole bunch of new shirts for each of them, and they've made the old ones that kept cycling, at least on day 1. We'll see if the shop switches on day 2, but there is so many Adidas shirts out there. Like, 2 pages worth. We already had that bundle from the very first day I played, but look at all these other ones they got going here. So a nice different array of Adidas shirts you can play. And then the pants, so obviously we already had the Under Armour. I already had some of the Adidas. There's a lot for pant options now. And then for me, your boy, this is where I'm really excited. There was 3 new bundles. 3 new bundles full of 8 shirts each. So 24 new Under Armour shirts that I said, you know what? We are that Under Armour athlete. We went ahead and bought all of them. So you're going to see, I won't go through each individual now. If you're following my career mode, you'll see me wear a whole bunch of these, but so many options now for Under Armour shirts. So many options for Under Armour shoes, which was a big thing I was complaining about. There was only 2 shoes you could unlock that were very difficult to unlock based on the challenges. So now they've gone ahead and added a whole whack load of different shoes in different colors into the shop for Under Armour. So big fan of that. Then you got the Adidas shoes. So if you want to rock the Adidas outfit, you got a new hat, you got some new shoes, things like that. Some new Nikes as well, some mixture of the Travis Matthews line, whole bunch of new random things. There's the Bad Birdie line. So if you're a fan of the super colorful, you know, leopard print, wildlife print shirts, you can buy that. Some hats, things like that. So Bogey Boys and Birdie Golf, they all got a whole bunch. Now, the only thing I will say with this is I am a little disappointed that they didn't add basically any new hats. They still have the same 4 Titleist visors, which I will never wear a visor. So unfortunately, they didn't seem to add a lot. They added no new Under Armour hats. They added 1 Adidas hat. So hats still seems to be the thing they're missing. Again, the shop could very well cycle tomorrow, and you never know. There could be more hats populating there, but a handful of new FootJoy things, some new gloves, some new random G4 stuff. And that's pretty much it. And then the same thing, equipment kind of got an overhaul. So you can see, instead of 1 big card that showcased 1, you could kind of see 8 drivers on the screen at a time. Same with the 3-wood, same with, you know, your hybrids, your all your stuff. And then I'll just quickly scoot over to further along. There's so many iron manufacturers in the game now. So the game is growing in terms of equipment and apparel, and I think that's very, very good. So we got some new Mizuno putters in there, which was missing. You got the typical silver, and then you got their classic Mizuno blue. Some new PXG putters. You got a whole bunch of new shafts. Like, I mean, a whole bunch. You got True Temper. You got, you know, the black and green ACCRA shafts. You got a gold shaft. So if you're a fan of the black and the gold, which is kind of a popular color out there for drivers, you got an all red shaft now. You have a black and a red shaft. Like, there's so many things coming out that allows you to just make your golfer the way you want. I think that's really, really exciting. So make sure you guys log in, check out the new store. Hopefully you've been saving up your, I just spent about 100,000 coins based on the tournaments that I was doing. So if you have some coins saved up, get onto the shop. There's a lot of really cool, new, exciting things. We won't go into golf or anything like that. We'll do that in my career mode. But the last thing I wanted to show, so we are playing on simulation settings almost entirely. The only thing that I'll never play is the shot shaping, where it gets you to, you know, use a right to left thumbstick. I think that's cheesy and not at all the way it should be. So that remains off, but we have everything right now set to, you know, set to being the hardest difficulty. And what's important about that is they've added this new feature into Zoom. So before it was, you either have Zoom on all the time or off all the time. But this new patch makes it so when it's off, it is enabled when you're within 70 yards of the green. And what's important about that is they wanted it to make it feel more like a professional's approach to the green. If you're within 70 yards, typically you have your caddy walk up to the green, you walk up to the green. If you're on the putting surface, you should be able to zoom to the hole, because a golfer would walk around the hole and get things from all aspects, you know, get the downslope, get the upslope, get the, you know, the pace, everything figured out by scoping the hole out. So that is a really, really good change to the zoom feature there that I think a lot of people will really like, including myself. And the last thing that they added is when you're on the green, so putt to chip, there is this new really low, I think it's low, I'm not quite sure. There was a new camera angle. We might have to fool around with that once we're in game, but there's a new like snake-like, it's called the worm cam in 2K23. So we'll just have to figure out where that is. But you know, right now I'm pretty much ready to dive into the brand new course again. This new menu looks fantastic, the blue. So what's good about this is it shows that they're probably going to have a major patch every single major. So I'm sure we'll see, you know, the US colors on here for the US Open. I'm sure we'll see a really cool new featurette for the Open Championship. The last thing I just wanted to show you guys was the tournament mode has also been overhauled. So if you guys are doing your daily, weekly, seasonal tournaments, there's now 4 on daily, which I think is important. You now have the arcade, the pro, the tour, and now the sim. What's important about that is you're going to gain a lot more rewards for doing the sim than you would for the others. It's a buttload of tickets, and that happens every, I believe, 9 hours. It rotates. It might be 12 hours, but that's a really cool new thing. Weekly tournaments kind of remain the same. There's not a lot of changes there. Seasonal tournaments are back, and it's obviously going to be played at Oak Hill, and you have the chance to win some really big rewards. So if you guys want to get out there, there's all these gold color shirts, there's the bag, and a ton of different, you know, currency, I guess, different, like 80,000 if you get it in the win bracket of that, 55,000. So if you guys are looking for fast ways, well, not fast for seasonal because it's a monthly thing, but if you're looking for fast ways to make tickets or currency, make sure you guys are playing your daily, weekly, and seasonal tournaments because it adds up a lot. I think I've earned probably close to 300,000 coins in this game. But without further ado, I've been talking a lot. We're gonna dive in for a stroke play, a full 18-hole course review for the beautiful new Oak Hill Country Club. We're going to do all the course flyovers, so this is going to be a little bit longer of a video, and we're going to kind of just play it as, I'll just pick a random pro here. You know who I'm going to pick? Somebody who's getting a lot of attention lately, and his game is just absolutely lights out, is Jason Day. So he seems to have found his groove there, and super looking forward to it. I'm not going to change any of the conditions. This is kind of just like a course review. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have arrived at the beautiful Oak Hill Country Club for the PGA Championship. Enjoy.
Now from the fabled East Course at Oak Hill Country Club, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Alongside Frank Novelo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The introduction from Rich Lerner and Frank Nobilo. We arrive at Oak Hill Country Club. This is a beautiful course so far. Right off T1, it looks like they've done a phenomenal job. You can see the American flag on the left side, grandstands on the right. We are playing on simulation, so no zoom in for us here. We're going to have to rip it really cleanly. And let's just get off to a good start and see what Oak Hill holds for us. Not a bad tee shot on number 1 here for Jason Day. You obviously got that beautiful little creek running through a few of the holes out here, but it's primarily on number 1.
That's positioned nicely in the right side of the fairway.
But another thing they addressed was some at least on PC. I can't speak for you console folks, so
go to Iona Steven.
all right. So I can't speak to you guys, but they have addressed some of the performance issues. I'm getting max frames at all times in this game now. So if you're playing on PC, make sure you update your game. Make sure you guys are dialed in with that, because trust me, it's a very, very good update. I'm not just saying that because I'm enjoying the game. I'm saying that because it's true. So here we go, a 50-degree. A little bit of an underswing there. Catch a piece, catch a piece. Ah. All right, not bad there. A little bit of an underswing. Not used to Jason Day's backswing, to be honest with you. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can kind of zoom in and around here now. So this was something that you couldn't do on simulation before. But again, it makes sense from a golfer standpoint. Although I feel like they're here. Let's try and figure out the camera angle here. Maybe they haven't added that in yet. I swear they were saying they were. Oh, it could be because I'm not on the green. Doit. So let's just pitch this one back on, see if we can get that low camera angle for when we're on the green. Sit. All right, not a bad pitch. A little bit too firm on that one, but should have a pretty straightforward 7-foot putt.
It'll be quickly forgotten.
All right, let's see if we can.
Get out of here with this par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't.
No, I don't see that camera angle, so I'm not entirely sure what the plan is with that. They said they were bringing in a new camera angle, whether it got, you know, delayed or what, or maybe I'm missing the setting, you know, swing mechanic. No, it'd be under visual. Address camera low, putt and chip low, but that's as low as we can get. Putt meter. We'll have to figure that one out, guys, and get back to you, but not a big deal, not the end of the world. There is supposed to be a really low camera angle. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. So if you guys can figure that out, let me know. This looks like a pretty straight putt. Might go a little bit left to right. Yep, good par save there.
Okay,
not bad at all.
That length for granted, but that's in for a par. The second hole here at Oak Hill is known as
I'm gonna try and see if that was added or not as we do a course hole flyover.
Overly long, but a tee shot here needs to be precise because the fairway is narrow and lined with bunkers on both sides.
All right, drive here. Important to find the fairway. We'll aim at that right bunker and just try and sneak it back into the middle of the fairway here. Another really good swing from Jason Day.
It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
So no real problems here with
all
the
right,
line.
here we go, 88 yards. It doesn't look like they've added that new camera angle in yet, just based on what I'm seeing. So kind of disappointed in that. I'll have to figure out what's going on. There was supposed to be that really low camera angle, but a little bit of an underswing there, a little bit of a slow tempo, but that should be okay. It's going to roll back just a smidge, but we're off to an okay start here at Oak Hill. It looks beautiful so far. We got an uphill putt here for birdie. So the good news is we can zoom in and around. We don't have that low camera angle just yet.
Extra encouragement, Rich, to make it up.
There we go. We figured it out. Okay, so it's while you're in this mode. That's really cool. Okay, so if you guys are on PC or you're on controller, the way to do that is you have to zoom in first, then press down the right thumbstick to get into this new worm-like camera mode. So this is actually really cool. Now you can spin it around. You can zoom all the way in. There we go. We figured it out. So from this angle, it's up the hill. It looks like it's going to be funneling. It looks like it's going to be funneling a little bit left to right, just based on what I can see by the... Yeah, I'm going to go uphill quite a bit. I think it's going to be left to right. That's kind of cool. I'm still pretty sure there is a camera that I either haven't figured out how to do. No, it doesn't look like you can do it while putting, but that is pretty cool that you could go to like the ground level view while zooming in. Turn in there. Turn in there. And then you see that new camera zoom in on the ball, so a little bit more of a dramatic feel. A lot of cool camera tweaks that just add to the experience. So just missed that one there, not bad. Pretty solid little par there. So even through two at the very difficult Oak Hill Country Club, Jason Day off to a pretty solid little start. But this is kind of the experience we're going to feel for in our career mode. So if you guys have been following along, once we reach the PGA Championship, we're going to switch the entire game mode over into this difficult simulation. It's something we've been working towards. It's the milestone that I've kind of created there, so make sure you guys go check that out. A lot of really fun stuff happening there. But here we go. Par 3, 227. We got a three iron in hand. I don't know if this is the right club. I think 3 iron is too much. So I think I'm actually going to club down and just aim to the left side of the flag here. Give this a good rip with a 4 iron. If it finds the center of the green, great. If it gets near the cup, even better. A little bit slow on the tempo. That definitely was the right club, though. A 3 iron would have gone even further than this. A little bit of a backstop here. It should try and funnel. Doesn't quite get back on the green. Very difficult par 3 there. And now we'll pitch this one on. It's a very... Actually, you know what? I'll probably look to flop shot this one because I don't trust that it's going to stop anytime soon. All right, that's his backswing there. Oh, he almost jarred it for a birdie. But yeah, that zoom in camera is actually a really nice feature. Again, it's kind of everything in this patch. They very much wanted like this There we go. So when you're close to the ball, that's a really cool look at it. Very, very cool look at it. So yeah, they just wanted to make everything more of like a broadcast feel with this patch and give some friendly, good help for people playing on simulation. Because while it's simulation and it's supposed to be the hardest of the hardest difficulty, there's still some things that weren't quite realistic. Like you would still know within a certain yardage what the green is doing. That is just a great change they made, in my opinion.
On the right side of the fairway with trees.
Here we go, driver in hand at number 4. I accidentally skipped through that course flyover, so apologies for that, but we got a big power drive here, trying to get it around that corner with a bit of a draw. And I've shanked it off the tee. We might be getting away with something here. Thankfully, we aimed it on a pretty good line that we actually got away with that one. 300 yards, 297.
That one's in the
We're definitely not going to be able to take a 3-wood now, though. Club way down, aim for the center of the fairway. Play this as a 3-shot hole now. So the tempo on Jason Day is struggling a little bit, but again, I've been playing so much golf with my left-handed golfer with a different swing type than what Jason's got that I'm kind of all over the place with it, but that's okay. All right, so 126.
Get it on the green with this.
Let's get a good swing here. Wind is with us, so probably a 3/4 swing here. Perfect tempo finally. 3/4 swing looks absolutely money. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a perfect executed shot here, and we have a beautiful, beautiful opportunity now for a tap-in birdie. And you better believe we're going into this snake eye view. This is so cool. This is by far the coolest thing they've added into this game so far. This little very low camera that lets you see the break, that lets you see how you want to play this down the hill, right to left. Heart of the cup. We got our birdie 1 under here for Jason Day. Simulation mode at Oak Hills Country Club. But yeah, guys, if you're a fan of the game, if you're a fan of EA Sports PGA Tour in any respect, or you were waiting for some of these cool changes, now's the time. They're starting to roll out some really cool things. I gotta say, I'm hoping they add more online soon. Again, it's all kind of leading up to that Ryder Cup that they've talked about as their big, multiplayer event. I don't see how they can possibly add all of the effects in, but nonetheless, we'll continue and we'll hope for that patch in the future time. But here we go. 8-iron, 174, wind helping. Good strike at this again. A little bit slow. Not a bad swing, but this is going left as a result. Hit soft. All right, not bad. We got a bunker shot upcoming here. These par 3s around Oak Hill are definitely tricky.
Now from the bunker. Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Don't really have much of an option here. We can zoom in and, see what we're working with. All right, just going to pick this one out, see what happens. Doesn't look a lot of sand there. Doesn't look like it even got on, so not my best effort there. So it looks like it's pretty flat, maybe a little left to right here. Want to make sure we get it to the hole. I don't know why the putt was there. Popped out a lot more right than I thought. So a bit of an error out of that bunker. I just couldn't carry it there. It was kind of a bad swing. Not the best effort, but back up the hill. Saves the bogey. It's not the cleanest bogey. We gave back that birdie we just had on 4, but we're still at even par here through, what was that, 5 holes?
Was the old 5th hole here in years gone by.
A beautiful hole this one is. Absolutely stunning golf course.
Allen's Creek, which we saw on
There's some funny interviews coming out of the PGA,
this is the
early rounds here. Justin Thomas saying that, asked about the conditions of the course and said he was surprised that it's as good as conditions or something like that because they had snow long ago, and the people from New York took offense to that. They haven't had snow. It was kind of funny interview. If you haven't checked out all the media from the PGA Championship, it should be a very fun week. A lot of big names coming up and defining their game ahead of this tournament. So this is going to be a really fun one.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than
But
that.
looking forward to also our career mode and getting it on the
the
simulation. I think I've played enough of the game now to
80 yards from here.
to really do okay with the simulation game mode, and it'll make the videos a little bit more more entertaining in terms of like having to play well. This one's overcooked to the left, and it needs to sit. Well, center of the green, not my finest effort, but it's a little bit difficult not knowing the golfer. I don't know Jason Day's distances. I don't know his swing tempo that well.
On the green.
All right, here we go. What do we got here?
This for birdie.
Well, it's quite clear to see there's one direction this ball is moving, and it's sweeping from left to right the whole way.
Left to right. You can see it on the hill right by my feet. So on my left foot, so the far right foot, this foot from this angle, it's definitely breaking at least that far in my opinion. So we got a little bit of it up a hill. I'm not going to add too much pace on this, but it is. You can see the hills. It's going to sweep in there quite aggressively. So give this lots of room for the break. Hopefully we get the right tempo. It's even breaking more than that. That is a very, very difficult putt. And unfortunately, we've left ourselves with a bit more of a cleanup par than I would have liked, but it is directly up the hill here. Yep, good par putt there. So keeping the scorecard steady, Freddie. Again, this is just a for fun round to check out Oak Hill. But we also want to play good golf and try and get under par as much as we can. So there we go, par 4, 460. Again, there's that beautiful creek you hear Rich Lerner talking about.
Approach is a tough one too, uphill to one of the more challenging.
And I think the most
greens
exciting thing
in the
about bringing
entire
this
golf
course into the game and future courses is they've already said that in the PGA career, this will adjust your current PGA career. It's going to flip-flop between courses. So for the PGA Championship, this year, like the season 1 when the game came out, it's not at Oak Hill. I can't remember what the course it is, to be honest. But they said your season 2 will have the option to change to like alternate between. Wow, what a miss hit! Alternate between the two courses.
This
so
is big trouble.
a very big miss here from me. I'm kind of talking while I shouldn't, but just wanted to explain that to you guys that is going to be an option in case you missed that,
so the
which is really cool. Hopefully when they keep adding more and more courses, the whole calendar will have the
par
option to
4.
like alternate between different courses. So, all right, going to require a really good shot here. Wind is kind of helping. It's up the hill, 6 iron, full 6 iron at that. Let's get a good swing here. I've hit it okay. Came out really hot. Yeah, a little bit too much juice, and now we got to get up and down and save bogey. So not my finest hole here by any stretch of the imagination, but maybe we can jar this with a nice flop shot. Go in the hole. Oh, just a little more juice we need on that one coming out of the rough, but we got a down the hill putt. Looks pretty straight, maybe a little right to left, I'm just gonna hit this one firm. Ooh, it was a lot more right to left than I saw, but nonetheless, we synced that one in for a bogey. We dropped to 1 over. Difficult course. Difficult hole. I mean, I really messed up that tee shot. That's on me, but par 4, 438. Yeah, they did a good job with this course. I mean, they've done a good job with all the courses for that matter. But it's just fun to see new things being added. It's going to make the longevity of the game a little bit more exciting. There's a pretty good tee shot. A little bit slow, but pretty straight down the gullet. Over that bunker. Sets us up for a pretty solid little second shot in for a birdie.
Into the fairway.
112 remaining. We're going to have a wedge in, 54.
Nota Begay the third.
Here we go.
112 yards left. Standing on the wrong side of par right now, looking to get back to even.
This looks to be a really good shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Wedge, and it looks good.
Sit right there. Sit right there. That is a really good shot. A good comeback shot here on the par 4 with a pretty realistic chance at making a birdie. So now we obviously just want to make sure that we give this one a good run. It is slightly up the hill, right to left. Not a ton of break, but we got to respect it, especially on that last one. It did snap. Oh, just pushed it through the break. That was a good putt. I hit it exactly how I wanted to. I just misread the break just slightly. Not bad though, a par. Feels like a missed opportunity, but we remain at 1 over through 8, headed to the 9th. But I hope you guys are enjoying those changes. I think the ability to just zoom in around the green, I think the ability to have that little snake eye cam, the obviously beautiful new courses, all the new apparel and changes to the shop as you see the beautiful country club in the background here. But it is a really good patch, and that is back-to-back 2 major patches that are very, very good for the game. I've talked about it a little bit. I just hope they continue to adjust the game before those monthly updates or you know, every 5-6 weeks, because there are some glaring bugs that I personally would love them to address, but I can't be too picky if we're getting drops like this. Good tee shot up the left side. Have a really good angle into this green. This game is running beautifully right now. Those changes they made to PC are very, very, very noticeable right now. I'm going to club up here.
Just under 180
club up to a 6 because it's a far shot up the hill. A little bit of wind left to right. I still have that slow tempo, so everything's kind of just didn't need to club up. And now I hit somebody clean in the head with a clung, so apologies, or I hit his phone. I'm not quite sure.
But couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Yeah, a bit of a miss shot there. I'm not entirely sure why that seems so severely uphill when, you know, the icon was red. It looked uphill, but that's okay. Again, we're kind of just figuring out Jason Day's game right now. Another beautiful flop shot, almost jars it once again. 3 feet 4 inches back up the hill. We should have a pretty straight look at this, maybe a tiny bit left to right. Can't see a lot of movement. Hit it firm, back of the cup. Pick it up, move on to the back 9. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have the front 9 at Oak Hill Country Club, and we move on to our back 9 for the day.
We begin the back 9 here at Oak Hill with a 430-yard par 4 10. This hole runs somewhat parallel to the first, so that means Allen's Creek is once again an issue, as indeed it crosses the 10th fairway at right about the 300-yard
Cool. Beautiful looking hole. Any hole that this creek kind of cuts through is a really, really nice looking hole in my opinion. This kind of feels like Liberty National if you guys are a fan of that course. Obviously, this being much older than that, Liberty National is a fairly new course, but it has the same like countryside of New York feel to it. Stay in the short stuff. Dang it. Another missed fairway, so kind of just not getting his tempo dialed in is definitely causing me a little bit of issue here. But we've been pretty dialed in with his wedges. 50-degree out of this rough, add a little bit of power.
Yards to the flag, pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
Land soft and spin. Land soft and spin. Oh, it tried to. It definitely got a little bit. 19 feet. We got a putt up birdie. Can't really complain.
The lack of spin out of the grass. Bull didn't jump.
All right, let's have a look at what this is doing here. It is definitely going left to right, and it looks like it's a good amount too. And it's down the hill, so we want to take a little bit of pace off of it. I think somewhere right around there is probably maybe even a little bit more. Oh, it required even more. That was a really good putt, exactly how I wanted to hit it. Just misread the break just slightly. I really like this new camera angle they've added. I think the ability to zoom in is very, very friendly towards simulation players without being too easy. And I think it's going to make for a lot more fun and energetic putts. I think it'll be, you know, when you're playing in your career mode and you're coming down the stretch and you need to sink a couple birdies, I think the pressure is there. And if you can't really get a full read of the green, then I think that's a really cool feature to add to kind of give you a little bit more knowledge like you would have in real life with a caddy or observing the cup. So that gets an A+ in my books for sure. Now we're going to take a 3 iron. This is slightly downhill. Wind's helping. Going to add a little bit of loft with a little tiny bit of a fade just to get the angle coming in a bit better. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, it came off really hot. Yeah, I'm not going to spend, you know, a lot of effort on trying to figure out his tempo. I'm clearly off with it, but not the end of the world.
Power just didn't have any touch.
We got a bunker shot here. We got to have to hit a good one. Let's see if we can't get it close to the pin for another tap in. Sit right there. Okay, we'll take that. I thought it was actually going to release a lot more than that. That's why I asked it to sit. But we got another par putt.
Bad from that far away.
I can't really tell exactly what it's doing. It looks like it's going left to right with a slight downhill. That looks like what it's doing, so I'm going to play it for that. Again, it might snap super hard. The grain looks like it's funneling that way. Just too hard. I had the right read, and I just hit it too hard. So unfortunately, the par 3s are eating me alive out here at Oak Hill, and I feel like if you're going to watch the PGA Championship, that is my call for the week, is par 3s are going to be the make or break of the week. If a player can get out there with even par in a round on all of the par 3s, I think they've done a very excellent job, because those are tough, long par 3s. They really are. Again, I know this is just a game, but it is very, very difficult.
So precision is a key.
Yeah, that's 259 to carry that bunker. Or sorry, 259 to the front of the bunker, 316. So I think we're just going to aim it over the right bunker and hope we can hit this well enough that it carries. I've hit it well, but it was slow tempo again, which makes it's going to bleed to the right. Get through the tree. It got through the tree. We got extremely lucky there. 102 left.
Off the tree and
driver with Jason has been a little bit wonky.
Go at this, his second now at the 12th.
I'm going to club up to a 54, add a little bit of loft, take some distance off. This should be a good shot. This should be a really good shot if it snaps back. Let's go. All right, well, I can't seem to figure out much of his game and his tempo, but I'm telling you what, the wedge game is extraordinary right now. Absolutely sensational.
Excellent shot.
Putters let him down a few times, but this for birdie.
Another left to right, slightly up the hill. I don't think it's going to break that much, though. Maybe a cup. Oh, it snapped. Nope. It actually snapped that much. So my initial reaction was right, and unfortunately, I've kind of just I've let a couple of these putts go. So yeah, a little bit of a missed opportunity. Sloppy scorecard up to this point. We do have a par 5 coming up at 13 here. We can definitely try and take advantage of this one. You can see it's a pretty straight par 5. A little bit of a dogleg right at the very end. Slopes a little bit to the left, but
that has been redesigned in recent years and features a brand new green. That's
absolutely beautiful shot. You got the American flag, the wonderful looking country clubhouse.
Features his quote,
sensational hole, and birdie is a must here if we want to try and get this thing back to red numbers for the day.
Pleasing shots here.
I think we're gonna have to actually club down, because I do not want to risk going into the drink here. So we'll take a 3-wood here, take a little bit off of it, and just try and find the fairway. This should be okay. Yeah, lots of room there. Perfectly placed 3-wood. Carried at 269. Not much rollout.
Just fine.
We have 310. Obviously, we can't really go for it in 2 here.
Now, from better than 300 yards out,
but we can take a rip up the middle and try and get in there for a nice little flip wedge, and then we should have a realistic birdie a chance. So another good 3-wood. 3-wood is never a bad thing on a par 5 if you can set up like this. Right side of the fairway as well. Have a really good look into this. And let's try and make a birdie and get to 1 over. Got to take advantage of the par 5 here. Beautiful par 5. So now we can zoom in, which is so cool to see.
As close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
There's a big ridge there that'll funnel back towards the green, so we want to land it on that with a little bit of loft. Go. Oh, man, I was about 3 yards short. I need to land it on that fringe to get the fringe boost, but a little bit too short there. Not my best effort by any means.
A birdie opportunity here at 13.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, and he could surely use it.
Doesn't have a lot of movement, but it does have some. It's pretty severely uphill, so we want to give it a good whack. A lot more movement, but then both Frank and I saw, so
foot or two wide.
Another
Yeah, that surprised me. You
slightly
wouldn't think
misread
he'd leave that
putt, and
short.
unfortunately, we've just left so many birdies out there. This could be a
Again,
very,
that
very
one
good
cleaned up
scorecard
already.
going.
This
Obviously, a
one
couple
back
bogeys,
is
but
par.
that missed opportunity on 10,
turn
12, and 13 to
southward
get us
as we
back
arrive
in,
at the
and we missed by a couple
320-yard
inches.
par 4
That's the name of the game when you're
This
playing on
one's known
simulation.
as
Sometimes you
Bunker
read the
Hill,
putt
and for
perfect,
good
and sometimes
reason.
you don't.
Total
But like I said,
6
that
bunkers needing to be
that new
navigated from tee
the new
to
way of
green.
reading the greens around there is really
maybe
cool. I
the
really
biggest
enjoy that. It will take a little bit to
risk-reward
get used to
on the entire
and really
course.
dial it in, but it's a lot of fun. Oh wow, this is sailing way farther right than I thought. And thankfully, as a righty, that won't be that hard of a stance.
Have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole.
Gonna have to give this a good one, a good hack to get this out. I get a good hit. I get a really good hit. Let's go. Okay, so off that tee shot, I didn't think I had a very good chance of getting this one close, but we got this one very close here.
The putter has not been at its best, but this a good look for birdie.
Slightly uphill, don't need that much. It is going to break left to right quite a bit from what I could see. Again, we can take a look from both. I'm going to just showcase this feature quite a bit in this video. Yeah, pretty slopey putt here up the hill. Come on, Mike.
Now,
I was
missed
about
it
to
left.
fist bump.
That's a
Oh
letdown.
my gosh. And I've missed another one by an inch. What could have been, ladies and gentlemen, that could have been our 4th or 5th birdie of the day. That is now 10, 12, 13, and 14 on the back 9 alone. 4 holes where I've missed the putt by an inch. I don't know if you saw that, but I was ready to fist bump. No way, I thought I read that perfectly. And it just blew by the hole, man. That's okay. We got a couple holes left. We can still figure this out.
Green or suffer the consequences.
Go, go, go. Not bad.
Solid shot.
I think if we didn't club down there, we probably run through. So
an outside look here for birdie.
okay, what's this putt doing? It looks like it's going a little bit left to right, or right to left, to be honest with you. Pretty severely up the hill. Could have this read all wrong, but it looks like it's funneling back down towards the bunker just slightly.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet.
Oh, my misses on this back 9 have been tiny. Literally tiny. I think total miss I've had in terms of off center of where the cup is probably been like a foot total. But we had to 3 remaining holes, 3 remaining par 4s at Oak Hill, and we really got to try and find a couple birdies. Try and get this one back to at least even. We have 3 holes to make 2 birdies. Starts with a good drive.
That need to be avoided at all costs.
First time looking at Oak Hill in this game. It's still a really good round. We haven't, again, nobody has seen these greens up until now, so my green reading has been this close to being perfect today. This close. It's the difference is literally inches, which is, I mean, they say it's the game of inches.
Second from the fairway.
It's 123 yards will get you to the front of the green, but it's 132 if you're going to go for the flag. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
Go. Got a good kick. Sit right there. Sit right there. Give me a putt. All right. Need a little bit more juice there.
That's not
Probably
too
an
bad.
extra
Good
club,
shot.
actually, and just rip it
Inside
back.
20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Not entirely sure. So this feature will obviously make the rounds a little bit longer, just because you want to observe them quite nicely. But I think it will add a really cool feature to the game. I think it's a great addition.
Got it there, but
This is
not
unbelievable,
quite on
man.
target.
This is unbelievable. Oh my gosh, my putting has been so good, and it's just also so bad at the same time. inches, man. Literally another inch.
No damage done.
I almost feel like based on my read, I should actually just add an inch and just make sure we get it in the cup. But oh crap, I skipped that. But it's a 500 par 4, pretty straight away. Here, I'll show you the overview. Straight away, and then it's a slight. It's not. I wouldn't. I guess it is a dog leg, right? But because of where the tee shot lands, you'll see it funnel back. It's going to be 2 just straight shot rips.
Reaching the green in regulation.
A little bit slow again. I can't figure out this man's driver.
This one started up the
Go.
right
Get a good kick. Yeah, we're good. See what I mean? Like it is a dog leg, but based on where the driver can carry to, it almost acts as a very, very straight hole. If you were farther back, obviously, like we just drove that 331. If you're farther back, it is a true dog leg, but
chance to set himself up for a good scoring.
Oh boy, come on, Mike, get this one and just give me a tap in birdie. Oh, give me a tap in birdie. Sit. No, it's a little long. Oh my goodness. Well, we got to make this if we want any chance of getting back to even par.
A little away from the band.
I'm not quite sure what this one's doing, to be honest with you. This looks pretty damn straight. This looks really straight, and I know I'm going to be wrong. I think it's a little left to right.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet.
I feel like all my commentary is putting better than I am. These are such good putts and missing, like, I feel like on this back nine, other than the bogey, I could have had a birdie on literally every other hole. I'm not even trolling. Look, watch this back and tell me I couldn't realistically have a birdie on every single hole. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But we remain at 2 over. It's kind of a, unfortunately, kind of a lackluster round we got going here. Not a lot to cheer for, but I mean, we are at the beautiful Oak Hill. Can't complain. It is PGA Championship week.
A green protected by
this needs a good friendly kick.
And watched over the classic to the clubhouse above.
That's gonna go in. Oh, it did stop. It caught the rough and stopped.
For this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit though.
Here we go. Need a good hit with this. Give ourselves a chance, man. Ah, it's come out right. Right distance, almost perfect distance, but it came out right on me. I knew it would, I just didn't compensate enough for the side hill line. And unfortunately, our quest to try and get one more, at least one more birdie on this back nine is unbelievable. Falls unbelievably short on almost every single hole. And now we have a 1 foot 9 inch tap in for another par. Don't need to zoom in on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is Oak Hill Country Club, a beautiful Oak Hill Country Club. Unfortunately, our putting was off by just a little bit every single time. But yeah, very, very happy with the course. Very happy with the changes. It's a really fun patch. So make sure you guys hop on and check it out. Going to be lots more videos coming out towards PGA Championship week, as well as some more career mode stuff. So we'll just back out so you guys can get one last view here of the main menu. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more channels. Click that notification bell so you know when a video drops. And yeah, I appreciate all the love and support lately. I hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure you hop on and grab your store outfits. If you got some coins saved up, get on there for some online tournaments. And we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.